Okay guys, so if you're watching this video today, I presume that you're looking to build a magazine website using WordPress, but you're not too sure how to go about it. Well, today I have an excellent news for you, because all you need is one single plugin called PostX, and with it you'll be able to build any type of truly professional magazine website, and the best part is that it only costs this much. But now, before I reveal the price, let me quickly show you all its best features, and as we discover these, try to guess the cost. So first, as mentioned with PostX, you get one plugin and it offers you unlimited possibilities, which means that you can build literally any type of magazine website. And it comes with a wide variety of ready-made blocks, layout and starter packs that you can use to build a beautiful homepage that you'll be proud of. But not just your homepage, any internal pages as well. Author pages, category pages, search pages, etc. All built using a simple drag and drop feature. And this plugin comes with extensive customization capabilities, which means that you can design any type of website exactly the way you want it. And it comes with extensive optimization features such as SEO, zero coding scale, multilingual, and it also supports right-to-left layouts. It is also compatible with all the major third-party plugins such as RankMath, Yoast, All-in-One SEO, SEO Press, Squarely, and many more. Then you can help your visitors find exactly what they're looking for by including custom queries and filters, and also shortcodes that you can insert anywhere on your website. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are a lot more features. Now, as promised, let me reveal the price of this amazing plugin. So are you ready? Okay, so there it is. This feature-packed plugin costs only $49 US. That's it. Hard to believe, isn't it? So now let me show you how to use this plugin and how to build your magazine website in just a few easy steps. All right, so let's get started. And welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So first, let's address the essential plugins for this project. And as you can see here, we have PostX, the free version that you can download from the WordPress repo, and also the pro version at $39 US, like mentioned earlier on. Once you have those two installed, that's basically all you need to get started. Now, while you design your website and don't have any content yet, you might use WordPress as well to import some demo content. And basically here, if you go into the post section, as you can see, we created 60 items just to have something to work with. Now, for this project, you can use any theme, any template that you want. But now let's go to the PostX website. As you can see, this is their website here. Create beautiful website effortlessly, news, magazine, etc., etc. And they also have their own theme. As you can see, it's called CoBlock, and this one is free as well. And because this one is optimized for the plugins, we might as well take advantage of that. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, Appearance, Themes, Add New. And in the search box here, look for CoBlock. And there it is. So all we have to do now is just to install it and then activate. And there it is. As you can see, it is now installed. Now let's have a quick look in the front end, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks quite professional already. It's actually fine, you know. It's not fully polished yet. As you can see, some elements are a bit out of place, but we're going to take care of this, and I'm going to show you how you customize everything to fit your own preferences and requirements, and then you can end up with a beautiful news magazine's website. Okay, let's go ahead with this. Okay, so the most important page on your website is your home page. So you have to take special care of that page, obviously, you know. So let's start with this. So how do you do this? Well, it's very simple. We go to pages here, and then we can create a new one. So add new, and we call this one home page. Let's keep it simple, okay? And then now we can add blocks, basically the content of our home page. So there are two ways to go about this. So the first one is by using the blocks here on the side. So if you click on plus, as you can see on top here, we have all the PostX Gutenberg post blocks. So we have list 1, list 2, list 3, and as you can see, we have a quick preview just by the side, so you can see exactly what it will look like. So let's have a look at post grid here. So this would work very nice for the hero section, for instance, you know, post grid 6, post grid 7, and then you can insert any of those elements and build your homepage the way you want it. Now there's another method that we can use. You can use the block library. So if you click on this, you will see these are pre-made templates, ready-made templates that you can use immediately based on the type of website that you are creating. So as you can see, this one would be for magazine, this one for movie news, this one is more for beauty, tech channel, maybe sports, this one would be for crypto. Now, if you're not too sure which one to choose, you can always click on Live Preview. So let's click on this together. It will open the template in a new tab, and then you can decide whether or not this is the right choice for your project. So as you can see, this is quite nice, but maybe this is not what you're after. Close this, go back to your website, and maybe try the next one. So let's go ahead with maybe the sport news one here. So let's say you start a sports news website. Maybe you want this one. Now all we have to do is simply click import. So let's click on this together. And there you go. In just a few seconds, the full page has been imported for us using the content on our website. And immediately there you can see that looks absolutely professional. It looks like a very, very professional website in just a few seconds, just a few clicks. Now, obviously, every aspect of this page can be customized fully to your own personal requirements. So let me show you how we can tweak all the content now. And for this, all you have to do is to click on any of those blocks here, and then by the side, you will have all the customization tools. So as you can see, you have design, settings, and advanced. So basically the design is just how it looks like, you know. So let's say at the moment we have this layout here. If you click on this, you will see it will change layout, and then you can have this type as well. So the middle column here is a bit broader. This one, they're all the same size, and this one is broken down in 1, 2, 3, 4 different sections. So again, this is really up to you. Now we can go to the settings, and here this is where you can customize everything to the smallest details that you wish. Okay, so as you can see, there is no gap in between those columns at the moment, but you can add one if you wanted to. Maybe you prefer a small gap in between. I think it looks nice like this, but again, this is really up to you. Maybe you prefer without. And then you can align the content to the left, maybe to the right, or maybe centered all together. Again, this is just a matter of preferences. And you can change the height of your item. As you can see, we're 490, but you can use the slider here to make it bigger or maybe smaller. Again, this is just a matter of preferences. And if we scroll down here, we have heading, title, and meta. So this is an option that will allow you to display or not some elements on your blog here. So we don't have the heading enabled at the moment. So let's enable this together. As you can see, we have a title here. So you can type whatever title. So let's say your own title. Okay. Whatever it is, you can choose to display it or not. And if you do so, you also have different options here underneath. And then you can select your alignment. You want to align the title to the left, to the right, or center. And you can choose among different styling options. As you can see, there are how many? 21 different styling options you can choose from. So let's go ahead with maybe style 20 here. There you go. As you can see, that looks very nice. Maybe you prefer something different, maybe styling 7 here. And then if you scroll down, we have even more options. As you can see, you can change the typography, which is the font. You can change the color, the border size, the spacing, and so on and so on. As you can see, this is a very comprehensive styling feature. So let's close this now, and let's have a look at the title. So this is the title of our article here. Okay, so let's enable this and disable it. So again, this is really up to you. Okay. I personally think that this is required. I would leave it on, but again, like I said, it's just a matter of choices, okay? And then we have the meta. So each article you can see of the username and the date it was posted. You can decide whether or not you want to display this. And then we have the taxonomy and category. Now, this is a very interesting one. Let me show you. So basically here, the taxonomy and category, you can customize everything related to those tags here. As you can see, uncategorized, entertainment, fashion, fitness. And with this feature, you can assign different colors and even images to each category. So let me show you how this works. So by the side here, you can select category, post tags, and post format. So the type of taxonomy that you want to use for this feature. You have the style, obviously, you know, classic, left border, right border. Now you can play along with this, and you can select where you want your title to be displayed. Now let me show you the feature that allows you to assign a specific color or image. So how does this work? So at the moment you can see they're all the same color, so you can change that color all together as a whole. So if you click on solid color, now I might select maybe blue. Now as you can see, they are all blue. But what if you wanted to have them all with a different color? Fitness, maybe yellow, fashion red, entertainment blue, and uncategorized green, for instance. Okay, so how can you do this? Well, it's very simple. All we have to do is to select specific colors here, right there. Okay, and now we are going to assign our colors to our specific categories. So for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard, to our post, and we go in the category section. Now, as you can see, with all our different sections here, entertainment, fashion, fitness, and food. Now, if you open each of them, edit, as you can see right here at the bottom, you can upload an image and select a color. So let's say for entertainment, we are going to select a blue. Okay, and you can select whichever shade you want. So let's say this one here, and you can even add an image. So let's start with just one example here. Okay, so let's add an image, and let's select perhaps this one here with the flowers. Okay, or maybe this one here, it's entertainment, so maybe something with a camera. Insert, and now let's click update. Now we go back to our page here, and we click update just to make sure we save it first. Okay, and now let's refresh our page very quickly. And there you go. As you can see now, the entertainment section here, it has a blue background, the exact color that we selected. So if we have a quick preview, now let's click on this. There it is, and that looks very professional already, you would agree. And if we click on this, it will bring us to the entertainment section. So all the articles related to entertainment will be displayed here on the same page. So very, very convenient indeed. So let's go back here, and as you can see right there, you can also select only category color. So if you were to click on this, as you can see, instead of having the background color in that color, you'll only have the text itself. So again, this is just a matter of preferences. So next, you can customize everything related to the image here. So let's open this together. And the first thing that you can customize is the animation. So as you can see, it's zoom in at the moment. So if you hover on top, as you can see, it will zoom in. Now you can have zoom out, maybe change the opacity or rotate to the left. Let's try this one here. As you can see, a slightly different effect. Again, this is really up to you. And then we have the grayscale here, which is nice as well. As you can see at the moment, all our images have a color. Now you can grayscale them. So basically remove all the color, and once you hover on top, it will reveal. As you can see here, now we can see the color, and so on and so on. Now again, this is a very nice touch. Now at the moment we have a color overlay. As you can see, it's set to 0.8 in opacity. So basically this is not the actual color. As you can see, if we can change this, this is the full color. And this is gradient. Now again, this is really up to you. You can increase that or decrease the size, the opacity, and basically here you can change the color as well. So you can have just one single color. So let's say solid, and you will go for red. So there you go. Now we have a totally different effect. Now this is again really up to you. So let's revert back to our initial settings. And now let's scroll down the rest of our options. So let me hide myself here. So as you can see, first with filter, pagination, exert, and read more. So what is the filter? Well, basically, if you have different categories, you can filter immediately the content on your page here using this feature. So if you click on this, you can see we have all at the moment. And again, if we click on this arrow, we can expand and see all the different options. So as you can see, we cannot see it properly here. So we can enable below title, just like this. As you can see, it's much easier to read, or you can select another layout for your title altogether without that line. This is really up to you. So how do you want to filter? Again, you can select category, post tag, or post format. So let's go with categories, and then you can select the filter value. So let's select maybe fashion. Let's add fitness. Let's add food and entertainment. Okay, so we're going to leave out just uncategorized. And now if someone was to click on this right here, it will basically narrow down the searches based on those selections that you made. And again, you can change everything else. You know, you have the typography, which is the font, the color, the background color. You can add a border radius, and so on and so on. So this is a very comprehensive solution, again, as mentioned. Now you have the pagination as well. So this is basically if you want to go from one page to the other. As you can see, you can go from one page to the other. This might not apply for this section though. And then you have the exert as well. If you enable this, as you can see, the exert will show on the main article here. And then there's also read more if you click on this. So if the exert is too long, you can have a clickable read more link right there. And there you have it. So this is basically how you can customize any section on your page. So if we go down to the next one here, as you can see, if we click on this, this is basically the same principle. You can change the design, the settings, and go into advanced mode. And as you can see in the settings, it's all the same basically, you know, with general, query, heading, title, and basically they all work based on the same principle. And then we also have the advanced section here. So as you can see, this is more inclined towards CSS configuration. So you can change your class ID right here. You can change the Z index if it's not displaying properly, depending on the theme that you're using, obviously. And if you scroll down, as you can see, you can also add a different background color. And right behind me here, we have the responsive settings. As you can see, you can hide or show a specific section on large displays. So this would be desktop PC and laptops, or maybe on tablet and mobile. So maybe you want to hide something specifically on mobiles because it'd be too heavy or maybe too big to display. You can do so easily using those features. You can add your own custom CSS and also advanced CSS classes. And there you go, guys. This is how you can design your own homepage based on your own preferences. Now let's click update to save our work. And now we can go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now let's go back to the front end and let's click on our logo to go to the homepage. And as you can see, this is not the one we designed. So now we need to assign this, the homepage, to the actual front page, okay? So we go back to our WordPress dashboard. We go to settings, reading. And right here, select a static page, and right there, select the page we just created. Click Save Changes. Now let's go back to our home page. Let's click on the logo again. And there it is. As you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. Very, very professional indeed. And this is how you can design your home page. Now let's have a look at all the templates that you can design. So PostX comes with its own builder. As you can see here, we have builder and then we have our template. So we go to the builder section here. So what is this exactly? Well, from here we can create our own archive pages. So these are all the internal pages. So this could be category pages, author pages, or search result pages, or category pages, etc., etc. Okay, so these are basically all the internal pages. Now all we have to do for this is to click Add New. And as you can see right here, you can select what type of archive pages you want to create. All archive pages, author pages, dates pages, search result pages, and so on and so on, okay? So if you're familiar with Elementor, this is basically based on the same principle. You can create your template and use it to display all these items on your website. So let's create one internal pages together, maybe a search result page, okay? So let's go to the front end and let's have a quick look. So which word can we search for? ET here, okay? So let's go for this, search ET, and this should return a few articles, a few items, there you go. So this is what it looks like at the moment. Now, if you wanted it to look differently, we can customize this ourselves, and let me show you how easily you can do so. So we go back here, so this is our search result. So let's call this search result page, okay? And now we're going to create our template. Save and edit. And there you go. Now we can create whatever we want. Again, we have a blank canvas. So we're going to start maybe with our blocks here. So let's say the first one, we're going to add a post grid. There you go. And then we can customize this, okay? So let's click on this. And let's say we're going to put the title here. So search results, okay? Let's click on this again, and now we go to our settings, and then we can define exactly how we want it to display. So for this case, we can use pagination, obviously, you know, we can enable this because we can scroll from one page to the other. And as you can see, we have a load more feature at the moment. So that means it's going to show a certain batch of amount of articles and then go to the next one up. Okay. So now let me hide myself again. If we go here on pagination, this is load more, but you could have navigation if you wanted to. As you can see, going from one page to the other, or you can have pagination altogether. So that means that it will show you exactly how many pages, how many results you have. So let's go ahead with this one. Okay. So let's click publish, publish. And now let's go back to our page here and let's refresh. And there you go. As you can see now, the search results are being displayed differently. And now we can easily go from one page to the other and find exactly what we're looking for. And again, you can do the same with your category page, with your author page, and so on. So let's go back here. As you can see, I have author page, date page, search results, and archive pages. So again, this is really up to you. And you can narrow this down as well by specific users, by specific categories, by specific post tag, and so on and so on. So let's say if you had an entertainment category, you would like to select this one specifically. So we go and select entertainment. and then you can have a template specifically designed just for that one, and then you can design another one for another category, maybe for fashion, and then you could have a different header, maybe a different layout altogether for this specific category. And then there's another very practical feature as well, so let's close this, is the save template. So what's the difference between the builder and the templates? Well, the builder is to create internal pages, archive pages. The save template is to create items that you can reuse on your website. So for instance, you can create a template for a specific item on your website, different section or whatever it is, and then you can reuse that section using the shortcode on your page. So let me show you very quickly. So if we create a new template, so let's call this one test template, and then you're going to spend a little bit of time maybe to create something very specific. You're going to change your title, the colors and everything, and once you're done, you're going to reuse this several times on your website, in which case you can simply publish this, save it as a template, and now if we go back here, as you can see, this is our test template. Now if we copy this, so copy it, and now we can use this and insert it on any pages. So let's do this together. We go to pages, let's open the sample page, and now let's insert a shortcode. Very good, so let's insert this, and now we can type the code that we just copied and paste it here. Let's click update, and now let's have a quick preview, and there it is. We now have our section inserted effortlessly using a simple shortcode. Now let's discover another very handy feature, which is in the add-ons section, and this one is called progress bar. So if we enable this, as you can see now it's on, you can go to the settings and you can define the height basically and the color, and also where you want to show it. So do you want to show it on your home page, on all the pages, and for which type of content, post or pages altogether. So let's say if we were to keep it exactly like this, let's save our settings, let's close this, let's go back to our home page and refresh. And now pay close attention here on top of our website, we are going to have a progress bar. There you go. As you can see, as I scroll down the page, you know exactly how far you are from the beginning to the end of this page. There you go. As you can see, this is our progress bar, and this will work as well for your blog post. Now let's discover the next feature, which is the table of content. Again, by default, it is enabled, but you can choose to disable it. That's really up to you, but let's keep it enabled now for the demo here. So we go back to our dashboard, and this will work for posts and also pages. So let's just open a page, for instance. Okay, we're going to create this on our sample page, so you can select any page that you want. So obviously right here, you would need a few list of titles and paragraphs. So as you can see right here, this one is a H1 title, this one is H2, this one is H1, and H1 again. So this is how the structure will be built. H1 will be the title, H2 subtitle, and so on. Okay, and now we can add our table of, okay, so let's look for table of content. Let's insert it, and by default it will be showing like this. So basically this is the default layout, but again you can customize this basically using all these features here by the side. So if we click on this now and scroll down our page, maybe you would prefer something a bit different. So let's go ahead, maybe let's select this one here. You can import the template immediately. There it is. Now it looks slightly different, and then the content can be tweaked around as well. So you could have arrows, maybe arrows pointing like this, maybe a finger pointing, and so on and so on. Now again, this is just a matter of preferences, and then you can customize all aspects of your internal pages here. Now again, you can select which tag you want to use, H1, H2, H3, and so on. So if you don't want to use those tags, only maybe H1 and H2 like we have at the moment, you can do so as well. And you can select if you want it to be closed initially, and then you have to click on open to display and expand and collapse the content. Okay, so that's basically what it looks like. So if we click on update and have a quick preview, let me show you the front end. And the beauty of this system is if you have a long page with a lot of content, you go straight to the section that you're interested in. So if I'm interested in the third title here, as you can see, will bring me immediately to this section. So another feature I'd like to show you is the SEO Meta. So basically here, if you scroll down the page, you can choose among a few different options. You know, you can use all-in-one SEO, Rank Math, or SEO Press. So once you've installed any of those plugins, you can then use the Meta feature. So basically what this will do is to replace the WordPress excerpt with the custom meta description written with the SEO plugin. So again, this is a very handy feature indeed, especially to get found in the search results. And now one last thing I would like to show you. Now, if you're not used to Gutenberg, you don't like Gutenberg, you use Elementor, there is a workaround solution that I can show you and how to use it, and you can still use Elementor to build your pages. So if we go back to our WordPress dashboard, remember we created our own template. So what you can do is create your own sections here, your own templates using these. And from here, you create all your templates, all your different sections, whatever you want to use on your Elementor pages. Okay, so let's say this one here, the test template we create earlier on. So we copy this, now we create a new page, add new. So let's call this one test Elementor page. Okay, edit with Elementor. Now we're going to add a shortcode to our page, drag and drop. Now let's insert the code right here. And boom, just like that, as you can see, it is also displaying properly in Elementor. So let's have a quick preview in the front end. And there it is. The exact same way it works with Gutenberg, you can also insert those templates in any Elementor page. So there you go, guys. As you can see, this is a very powerful plugin at a tiny cost of just $49 US. Now, as always, I'll leave all the links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please don't forget to drop a like so YouTube can promote this video to many other people who might benefit from this video. Thanks very much, and I'll see you guys in our next video.